Data centers are expected to account for nearly 3% of the world's projected electricity use in just the next 4 years. That is according to a new United Nations report. It comes as voters in a city near Los Angeles approve a first-of-its-kind measure to ban the construction of data centers. Other localities are passing temporary restrictions on the facilities. Special report anchor Bret Baier takes a look at how energy and technology companies are working to address energy concerns amid a growing demand for artificial intelligence. Bret?
Thanks, John. A new report on fusion energy shows increasing confidence the power source could one day be used commercially. While some still call the effort science fiction, energy experts acknowledge a need for additional power sources to meet the artificial intelligence demand. Tonight, we look at what the future holds.
As an industry, we are investing approximately $1.1 trillion in our infrastructure over the next 5 years to ensure that we're meeting that need and that demand.
To keep up with the artificial intelligence demand, companies are getting creative. Commonwealth Fusion Systems is working to add 24/7 reliable power to the grid through fusion energy, the power source of the sun.
When you take light nuclei like hydrogen and you combine them together and you release energy in that process, and that energy is released in the form of heat, which then you can convert to electricity.
New studies by the company show some in the science community are optimistic.
We were able to do first principles modeling to validate the range of powers that comes out.
Commonwealth Fusion Systems estimates its power plants could produce 50 times more electricity than they consume, and that each location could generate enough power to run a small city for a full year, using only as much fusion fuel as a pickup truck could carry.
One of these power plants, we think, could power about 280,000 American homes.
Fusion, however, still has a lot of uncertainties. MIT researchers estimate fusion could provide anywhere from 10% to 50% of electricity by 2100. Others note, however, if any power plants make it to the grid, it is expected to be an expensive process.
The biggest challenge that we have right now is actually the integration piece of the system. So we're building this complex commercial system for the very first time. It's sort of like there's this big dance that we're doing right now of getting all the pieces in the right order at the right time and putting them together in the right way.
Instead of adding new energy, some companies are moving data centers to locations where less power is required.
There's probably no more attractive place for that than the Arctic Circle.
N-Scale works with companies such as OpenAI, NVIDIA, and Microsoft to build data center infrastructure in the Arctic.
We build and operate data centers. We buy NVIDIA chips. We rent those chips to clients and provide, cloud services and other AI services on top of it. The whole data center industry has moved beyond trying to have proximity to urban centers.
Nordic countries have plenty of land and green energy available. The cool climate also reduces the amount of energy required to cool hardware. With 50% of its land located above the Arctic Circle and some of the lowest energy prices in Europe, the data center market in Norway seems to be heating up.
In northern Norway, where we have some of our data centers, the grid isn't even connected to the population center in the south, where the capital Oslo is. So there is no reason for why what you do up there would impact, electricity prices in the major cities.
We have a cold climate that we can use for free cooling. We have an abundance of water that is also cold for many months of the year. We don't have that groundwater challenge as you do in a lot of other geographies.
Nordic countries host around 134 existing data centers, with 71 expected to come online in the near future.
During the last 24 months, we've seen an exponential amount of data center builds being announced across the Nordics that want to tap into those fundamentals as well.
Construction costs for Arctic data centers are plentiful. One data center consultant firm reports Oslo, Stockholm, Helsinki, and Copenhagen are among the 11 nations with the highest construction costs.
We see a lot of companies that are building data centers that haven't been built data centers in the Nordics before, often are delayed because it is a complex thing to handle the weather we have during the 12 months and given the seasonal changes.
We talk a lot about the demand driving up costs, but is additional infrastructure and increased capacity also possibly increasing costs on electric bills?
It is, Bret. We are investing as Exelon. We're a pure transmission and distribution company. So my responsibility every day is to operate a safe, reliable, and resilient grid. So I'm your pipes and wires. I do not control the generation. What we've seen across the PJM footprint is that supply costs have increased 645% since 2024.
Despite the difficulties to adapt to the rising power demand, companies around the world are working to try to find a solution.
There's a really strong correlation between energy usage and quality of life. And so the answer is, in general, you want to find ways to make more energy and make it in a clean and a safe way.
While some scientists argue fusion has a long way to go, artificial intelligence companies are signing on to fusion power. Commonwealth Fusion Systems has partnerships with NVIDIA, Google, and others. We'll send it back to you.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.